In what can only be described as a monumental victory for the blockchain world, Ripple has once again made headlines, securing a pivotal achievement that could change the trajectory of the crypto industry forever. XRP, the digital asset developed by Ripple Labs, has emerged from years of regulatory ambiguity and market skepticism with a bold statement. It's not only surviving, it's thriving. As of this moment, Ripple has secured critical legal, institutional, and technological wins that reinforce XRP's standing as a foundational digital currency for global finance. This isn't just another news cycle. This is a defining moment, and the implications are nothing short of extraordinary. Let's begin with what exactly Ripple has secured. Reports confirm that Ripple has achieved final settlement terms in its long-standing battle with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC. The legal saga, which spanned several grueling years and cast a heavy shadow over XRP's future, has now concluded decisively in Ripple's favor. No longer is XRP in a gray zone. No longer is its legitimacy questioned. With this resolution, XRP has officially shed the label of potential unregistered security and stepped into a new phase of regulatory clarity and institutional acceptance. The final ruling not only cleared Ripple of major allegations, but also confirmed that XRP itself does not constitute a security when traded on secondary markets. This is huge. This sets precedent. This opens the door for other blockchain projects still grappling with similar legal questions. The outcome of this lawsuit, now immortalized in legal texts and investor strategies, secures XRP's future as a compliant and tradable digital asset within the U.S. financial ecosystem. Legal scholars are already citing this case in academic and legal literature as a landmark moment for cryptocurrency regulation. In the aftermath of this legal triumph, a wave of institutional partnerships began to unfold. Ripple has secured new relationships with several major global banks and financial service providers who were previously hesitant to engage. Why? Because legal uncertainty acted as a roadblock. Now, those barriers are gone. Ripple has confirmed a joint pilot program with major remittance giants and central banks focused on exploring XRP as a liquidity bridge and cross-border payment medium. Early results show significant reduction in transaction fees and settlement times. What once took days now happens in seconds, and XRP sits at the heart of this revolution. Behind the scenes, Ripple has also secured major technical upgrades across its network infrastructure. The XRPL ledger has undergone enhancements that allow for native smart contract functionality via hooks, sidechains for enterprise applications, and faster throughput. These improvements are not just bells and whistles. They signal that XRP is positioning itself as a serious contender to rival Ethereum, Solana, and other Layer 1 solutions. Developers are already migrating, building dApps, DeFi platforms, and NFTs on XRPL, powered by Ripple's robust toolkits and deep liquidity. More than 500 new developers joined the XRPL ecosystem in the last quarter alone. Ripple has also intensified its investment in education and global developer adoption. Through its University Blockchain Research Initiative, UBRI, Ripple is expanding grants and scholarships to over 40 academic institutions worldwide. This includes new partnerships with universities in Asia, Africa, and Latin America, with the goal of cultivating blockchain talent in emerging markets. The aim is clear: empower the next generation to build on XRP Ledger and secure its role as a truly global protocol. The expansion doesn't stop there. Ripple has secured licenses to operate in over 20 new jurisdictions, including key financial hubs such as Singapore, Dubai, and parts of the European Union. These licenses open the door for RippleNet and on-demand liquidity, ODL services, to scale exponentially. We're now looking at a future where financial institutions don't just test Ripple's technology, they deploy it at scale across continents. Imagine cross-border settlements, payroll systems, and even government aid disbursements powered by XRP. That's no longer speculation, that's secured future. With this foundation in place, market confidence has surged. Institutional investors previously on the sidelines are now entering aggressively. Crypto hedge funds, traditional banks, and even sovereign wealth funds have begun acquiring XRP for long-term holdings. Analysts from major financial publications are now including XRP in their top picks for long-term crypto exposure. The narrative has flipped. XRP is no longer a risky bet, it's becoming a blue-chip digital asset. This renewed confidence is already being reflected in the charts. XRP's price has shown sustained upward momentum since the announcement of the SEC settlement and Ripple's global expansion plans. Analysts project that XRP could breach previous all-time highs and enter new price discovery phases if adoption continues at this pace. Price targets ranging from $5 to $10 within the next year are now being considered realistic, not sensationalist. But perhaps the most profound impact of Ripple securing this victory lies not just in the market data, but in the message it sends to the entire blockchain world. It tells every developer, every startup founder, and every investor that perseverance pays off. That fighting regulatory battles isn't in vain, that there is space within the global financial system for decentralization, innovation, and evolution. Ripple's victory has become a beacon, a signal that despite the hurdles, blockchain technology is here to stay. XRP's resilience and now secured future represents a new dawn for digital finance. As governments explore central bank digital currencies, as institutions modernize their infrastructure, as remittance corridors modernize, the core technologies built by Ripple and powered by XRP will be there, humming quietly beneath the surface, doing the work of connecting value across borders. Beyond just the public and institutional sector, Ripple is also making strategic moves in the retail and consumer space. Ripple is reportedly collaborating with fintech apps to offer XRP-based microtransactions, including tipping, subscription payments, and digital content monetization. This opens up a brand new frontier where individuals, not just institutions, can benefit directly from Ripple's technology. Creators, gamers, and entrepreneurs in the gig economy can now leverage fast, low-cost XRP transactions to streamline income and cash flow across borders. There's also talk of Ripple integrating with decentralized identity systems and Web3 protocols. Through strategic investments and technology partnerships, Ripple aims to bridge traditional finance and decentralized finance, DeFi, using XRP as the connective tissue between the two worlds. This could allow for real-world asset tokenization, verified lending, and even government-regulated stablecoin frameworks to be built on top of the XRPL. Ripple has even begun dialogues with environmental and sustainability leaders, aiming to make the XRP ledger a model of eco-friendly blockchain innovation. Thanks to XRP's consensus protocol, which is vastly more energy efficient than proof-of-work systems, Ripple has pledged to be fully carbon neutral and support green initiatives, including tree planting, carbon credits on-chain, and supporting sustainable development projects in underserved regions. This isn't just a win for Ripple, this is a win for every single person who saw the potential of blockchain before it became mainstream. It's a win for those who didn't sell when the fear and uncertainty were at their peak, and it's a resounding call to the next generation of builders, creators, and innovators. The future is secure. XRP has secured it. The story is still unfolding. But one thing is clear, Ripple has secured its place in the future of global finance. And so has XRP. As the lines between legacy systems and blockchain technology continue to blur, and as the world demands faster, cheaper, and more transparent financial solutions, XRP is not just part of the conversation, it is leading it. What Ripple has accomplished isn't just historic, it's transformative.